quick elim. I don't know if they're able to spot out and get that finish on the player, but you can see them crawling at the bottom left of the screen there, and just looks to be a lack of communication, maybe a lack of awareness of these teams, and a little bit of a misplay. So this team's trying to get out of this area. I think DJ Fort Pro is the one that went down, and he's going to rotate off now, trying his best to get away. So we will see maybe another fight down here. What? We have I Am Dingus, Mr. Me, all working their way in. Cincy Black trying to take this initial fight off the start. That's one elimination to be found. And actually 3 on Cincy Black. You'll see at the top right of the screen, the kill leader there, Water. He's able to find a lot off the start. Looks like they're just trying to work in this area, kill some of these monsters, and get some of the loot as a result. That gold upgrade there on the mag.
This way, Mix.
Yeah, some very good loot to be found in this area. I mean, after eliminating all those bots, or all those creatures, you're able to pick up a lot of that loot and upgrade quickly. So a popular location to be found. But let's work over here. Maybe a fight between Troy Evo and what seems to be
Got a jump tower over there.
Shogun.
Yo, mate. Loot vault over there. No worries. I got the key. You're welcome.
I think these two teams are pretty close to each other. Maybe it was the wrong
We should
team.
maneuver
No.
to that
It was
area.
Shogun 2, actually a solo, trying to survive here, just trying to find a little bit of cover and extend their life a little bit more. That's Benzerto on the Valkyrie. Not a lot of commotion going on around the map. These initial fights led to some eliminations, but nothing really else to be found here. And Benzerto just trying his best to survive a little bit longer for his team here. Maybe rack up some of those placement points as a solo in this match. Yeah, you'll see that Valkyrie ultimate coming out there, able to rotate off this location, and he gets a little information on those teams as well. They're going to rotate out.
Rethinking our strategy.
Mustangs. They're caught by a few teams up towards this Skyhook location.
Let's reposition here.
And we'll see what they can do here. I mean, they have a lot of control of this area. I think they're aware of the team near them as well, but
Let's check out this area. Let's check.
Hostile spotted.
No kidding. This could get in.
Ring console there.
That's on second thought.
that's
Never mind.
Omaha. Omaha and Inferno trying to lay down some damage. They find a shield crack. That's one doing his best work here with that triple take. Quickster and Overjoyed are also going to be looking for some damage on these players. The Spitfire to work with. The Mastiff in hand. That Bangalore ultimate comes out, and they're going to drop back into this building. They don't want to get that in. They don't want to get straight away. They don't want to give any into this team near them, and it seems like just a kind of a
Enemy spotted. Near me.
Ultimate accelerant here.
both teams going to be staying here in these buildings, though. They don't want to give too much up at the start here. Maybe some damage looks to be out. Yoking Troy Evo, they're going to be working themselves into the location as well. They want a part of this fight. They want a piece of this action. And Yoking, he gets his shield cracked. He's still running out in the opening. He's got a player directly behind him. He's got to get out of here quickly. And He's gonna get taken down. That's Omaha Inferno doing their best to work, doing what they can to find these eliminations, and Mustangs close to here as well.
Friends, let's defend there.
Troy Evo going to be working their way into zone. Mustangs also caught in here as well. They're trying to take this fight onto Omaha Inferno, and they're going to try and lay this out enough damage onto the zip line, but not able to do so, and they're going to get away relatively free. And Omaha Inferno now has to work their way back into the zone as well. No eliminations really found there for either of the three teams. See Troy Evo, they're just trying to pop these heals, yoking especially low from that fight, but they get out of it relatively unscathed. And we'll take a look down here towards this No Man squad as they take a fight onto Quad, this Franklin Phoenix team who we've talked about so many times throughout these weeks. They've been so dominant throughout some of these events, and they've really shown us what they can do, and we'll see if they can repeat it today. Troy Evo looking to rotate out of this location. We'll see Bezerto still the solo, still surviving, finding a little corner to sneak around in. But as I say that, Omaha gonna be taking a fight here. Looking for some damage, finds a crack. That is Overjoyed with the spray down, and Troy Evo trying to find some damage back, finds one of the knocks. That's Raven. Finding some damage, and Yoking working their way in here as well. EG finding that damage, looking for the final elimination. Yoking is gonna find it, and that's 3 eliminations for the team. Troy Evo able to find those kills and find those quickly. We'll see Mustangs also trying to find a fight here, maybe. Their way out of this location. Maybe a fight going on here for Cincy, Black, Water, Mr. Me, and I Am Dingus working their way in here, trying to find some damage early on, and we'll see really what they can do. You saw 3 teams in this location, and they're going to be working into this Irvine Dragons team. That's Mayonnaise caught in the back. He looks like he's about to go down, but just able to get the heal in the nick of time. Gets that shield down, a little bit of cover for them as well, and Dingus, Water, Mr. Me, they're forced to take a little bit more of a passive approach here. They can't get too over aggressive. It doesn't look like he has that good of one. Cincy Black, though, we pan back to them, Mr. Me and Water, the only 2 remaining. Dingus was taken down earlier. See a lot of these squads start to converge. Dario, Quad, and Noah trying to work their way in here. Franklin Phoenix trying to get aggressive again. And who's looking to take the fight this time against them? Troy Evo. One of their players going down already now. Raven and Yoking, the two remaining on this squad. Franklin Phoenix just looking to pick up some of those upgrades from EG's body. They're looking to take this fight again. They find that knock, a great elimination, and Troy Evo, it's all left down onto Raven. Trying to do some damage. He finds the knock onto one. He has the car to work with. Not able to find the kills though, not able to find the damage, and he goes down. That's Franklin Phoenix with another few eliminations, and they're going to continue to dominate this match, but Zone coming in so quickly. They're going to have to pop some of these meds. They can't get taken down. That balloon coming out, but Dario, he goes down. I don't know if they're going to look for this res here. They are not. They're going to have to work into Zone. Zone just ticking for so much. And they're going to be able to survive, but now forced to be a duo. Forced on the back foot. It looks like Gnome Guards want to capitalize off of this.
Care package over there.
Mr. Tiger Fox, Ingenious, Sandbean, all hoarding towards this edge of zone, all trying to find this elimination, this last player. And they quickly clean up on that Bangalore, but now Cincy Black looking to get aggressive themselves. Only a duo still. Mr. Me and Water trying their best. Stay alive to stay in this match. They're going to get pressured out here. Cincy Black needs to rotate off. They need to find some cover. They'll do so. The Run Dragons, a great position from them, kind of central towards zone right now. They have some high ground to work with as well, and they're just going to put some pressure down on these low ground teams. The Flatline, the Peacekeeper to work with for Minky. Mayonnaise and
Enemy spotted.
Cheon.
Yes.
Sean. We'll see Gold Striker. Solo working in this location. He finds an elimination on the one, looking for the damage on the second. Finds that shield crack. The R99 going huge. Tries to find more damage. Brought down very low.
Let's go over there.
Oh, it switched just out of that fight. Gold Striker needs to pop some heals here. We'll see what he can do. Looks like the other team, Cincy Orange, just a duo in this match, but the other team rotates out with that balloon. Clean up on this elimination, able to get that teammate's banner and keep his team alive in this match. But Zone now rotating in, he's got to be cognizant of that, and we're going to pan over here to our Bearded Dragon squad, who's looking a little bit less than good right now. And they're going to be taken out, and Ingenious becoming the kill leader, Sandy, and getting rezzed, and that's Gnome Guards with 4 eliminations to their name, and maybe more. I think that's 6 actually in total if we count up a couple from the team, maybe 7 or so. So a fragging out game for this squad, and we'll see how they can continue to do so in this end game scenario. They're going to be able to pop these shields. They have a decent amount of cover right now, kind of tucked down into this train track area, and see what Golden Striker can do as a solo. He works his way into zone. Maybe spawning out a few players here. He has that respawn. He wants to get his player back in this match. He wants to get his teammate here as soon as he can, but he's cognizant of the players around him. Franklin Phoenix being one of those teams, and they're able to find a few eliminations as well. But Water, he's trying to capitalize on this chaos, and he's going to work his way in, but a little bit of a misstep here. He's taken down very low. Mr. Me, Water taken down now. Mr. Me all left on him. Lays down that smoke, but taken out. Shot by a sniper, I believe, a one-shot there. And no Franklin Phoenix. They're gonna be able to find this loot. I don't know if they were the ones to find those eliminations, but maybe onto one. We have 4 teams left in this game. Franklin Phoenix, Cincy Orange, Irvine Dragons, and Gnome Darts. Irvine Dragons and Gnome Darts, the only two trios left in this match. Golden Striker on Cincy Orange and this Franklin Phoenix squad are left without teammates. And we'll see how that impacts their endgame, if they can continue to dominate in this match with less players, or if it's going to hinder their performance. And Irvine Dragons, yeah, you'll see that Kraber coming out. That's probably what finished off the squad we saw earlier. They're going to look for some damage. He finds a crack onto one of them, just trying to finish off that elimination. One little bit more of damage to do so, and he's just not able to land that last shot that he needs. The Kraber coming out once again, though. And another shot being found. Going huge here. Working his way in here, finds the elimination. They want to get aggressive on this fight, and Irvine is going to do so. That's 2 eliminations. We found the kill leader coming out for Mayonnaise, and we'll see what they can do. Some barriers being built here, and JS Legend taken down here now. All onto Franklin Phoenix. They're going to work their way in as a duo. Mo, Noah, and Quad trying to do their best here. Quad going down, though. And Noah, he's left in a 1v3 situation. He's trying to do his best here, trying to find those damage. Not able to land as many shots as he would. Needs to pop that and reload onto the car here. That shield battery also being popped, 3 seconds to do so. And Irvine, they're looking healthy here. They have 3 players up. It looks like it's all over. But if Noah can clutch a 1v3, he's not going to be able to do so. Irvine Dragons clutch it up and are able to win this first match of our week 4. Irvine going huge there in the end. We talked about it earlier. They had the positioning to work with, that high ground center of zone, and they're able to finish it off relatively easy, relatively clean. No players going down, and an exciting first match for us to start off with, and more to come. We'll get a view of the leaderboard here in 1 second to give you guys just a view of how that game went down, where your teams lined up. And Irvine Dragons, Franklin Phoenix, Cincy Orange, Gnome Darts, all up on that top of the leaderboard. And Irvine Dragons, 14 eliminations to their name. They popped off that match. Franklin Phoenix not too far behind with 9. You'll see Gnome Darts with 7 as well. They're in 4th place. But an exciting match to start off, and with more to come, we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. And I'll see you guys then. Alright, we are back with match 2 of our winner split week 4. Covering our Gold League. And what an event match 1 was. Irvine Dragons able to find the victory, but Franklin Phoenix not too far behind in second place. And we'll see if those teams can repeat those success stories in this next match. And continue to dominate. Alright, let's take a look
I make things by hand
at
and kill things
this
by hand.
map. See where these teams are just dropping in at. Again, a lot of this bottom right corner of the map being contested. We'll see if this top right is contested itself. It was pretty free the last time, so these teams working out of this location like... There we go. A bit of a good. But the teams working out of this location like this Irvine Dragon squad have all this area to loot, and maybe that was the reason for their success last time. Maybe that was the reason they were able to find so much damage, so many eliminations. It's because they had the loot to do so. And we'll see again. Man, he's starting off with that purple shield. What a gifted start for him there. And
Nemesis here.
yeah, with a lot of these locations being looted, we'll see. Oh, but some action going down here for no mowers, and looking to go down here early if air demolition can't survive. And he's looking very low here, brought down to white HP, and he's just going to try and rotate out of this position. He's just trying to get out of this area as quickly as possible, keep his team, the dream alive. And
Let's go this way.
we'll see, that was actually only a duo, Spiff and Dr. K, finding that damage early on, and they're able to survive here. And Spiff, he's just going to finish off these players, these last remaining players for this squad, and he'll get those eliminations. He'll be able to res his teammate, and it doesn't look like air demolition has much to do anymore. Maybe possibly able to recover those banners later on, or at least craft them, but it's not looking too good for his team at this point. Again, a widespread of teams around this map. Not too much teams fighting right now. I mean, again, this skyhook location at the top left of your screen, 3 teams already at it. We saw these teams fighting before, and it doesn't look like they want to give it up. That's Omaha, that's Troy Evo, and that's this Mustang squad. All 3 of these teams really like this location. I mean, there's a lot of loot to be found, a lot of buildings to be looted, but getting so many teams here at this location when there's such a free amount of locations is just difficult to play around. And obviously, we can see that as the spectators, we can see all these locations that are uncontested. We can see just how barren this right side of the map is, but to these teams, they don't realize that, and they aren't able to adjust accordingly. But again, not too many fights going on here. See Dario, Mo, Noah, and Quad all working their way down here towards the southeast portion of the map. They have that information on where zone's going to pull to, so they're going to be playing for it. They're going to set up in one of these locations and try and bunker down. We'll see what Shogun can do here. I don't think they're aware that they're rotating into a team over here. That is a Gate, Berserto, and Black Belt. We saw Berserto actually on his own last match, but he's got some teammates this time around, and we'll see if that can change his outcome of the match. They're going to be rotating out, though, and Berserto, he's almost cracked in shield. They're going to continue to rotate on a Gate, leading the charge. And
My ultimate is ready.
see what they can do, but Stiff, he's working into some action. Mo Knowers, again. Stiff isn't done with his squad. Dr. K isn't done with his squad. They find the elimination onto 1 now, looking for maybe a second here. That's air demolition again. The last player of this squad, he's able to survive again, but at what cost? Both his teammates going down for a second time, and that's 2 more eliminations for this squad, even though it's the same players that were eliminated before. It's 2 more eliminations that they can find, and it's going to be a fortunate circumstance of an event for Spit and his squad. But Cincy Black looking to pressure some Franklin Phoenix squad here. 2 strong teams. We'll see who can come out on top in this fight. Smoke's going down. The Hemlock to be worked with your quad. Dario. And Noah. Looking to back off here. They don't want to pressure too hard. They don't want to get overly aggressive. And Cincy Black's looking to do the same. Neither team wants to aggress this early on in a match. They're trying to stay alive. They're trying to play for those placements. And we'll see what comes out of that. Let's take a look at our Irvine Dragons, the winners of last match. See what they're doing. This match looks like Hanover Horde is going to be taking a fight onto them. And some damage being laid down on both squads. But a crack on the shield.
The enemy's here.
Dookie and Slug Life and Booger. Player's alive, but Booger, he's taken down very low. He's like, I gotta work out of this location. Phoenix Kid coming out, but I think Minky, Irvine, Dragons, Mayonnaise, Chow are all gonna be working their way into this location. Find the elimination onto 1, and we'll see if they can quick finish this off. Slug Life, Dookie left in this match as a duo. They got to hold down this location, and we'll see just how well they can do so. Irvine Dragons, they were dominant last match, and they're looking to do it again this one. Mickey, the only one with lower shields here. He's got to be a little bit careful of that. The Mastiff, the R99 to work with. We'll see what this squad can do. Irvine trying to break in this door, trying to break that down. They look to do so. They're looking to get in here, but a lot of smoke's coming through and a lot of chaos being created. A great job by the Hanover Horde squad to create all that chaos, and now the damage coming through. They're trying to find the kills, but they're not able to do so. One player going down, Mickey. This Irvine squad are able to find those eliminations. That's another squad they take out. In another way, they pave their way towards this victory. And we'll pan over here quickly to some of these other squads. Looks like Dr. K and Spit find another few eliminations here on that Franklin Samurai squad, but a lot of teams congested at the top left portion of your map. And EJ, he's able to find 1 elimination. They're going to go look to find some more here as well as this Troy Evo squad works their way into this position. More players being spotted out, and that's Muhungo, Muhung, trying his best to stay alive. You're very low HP, and try and pan over to his perspective as he just rotates out, trying to keep his team alive, trying to keep his team still in this match. But again, Irvine Dragons, they're looking to find some eliminations in this match, and we'll see what they can do. I think they actually just eliminated another team over here, and you'll see Sean?
Body shield here.
I'm having a very difficult time pronouncing this name, but we'll see what we can do about that. All right. Either way, let's move over some of these other squads. A lot of congestion towards this bottom right side of the map as well. You'll see Gnome is... What else do we have here? We have No Mowers, Troy Evo, all in this location down here. Actually, sorry, this is Franklin Phoenix down here. Gnome Ants. And who's our third squad down here? We have Shogun. Also down towards this bottom right side of the map. They all know that zone is pulling towards this location, so these teams that are out on this outskirts don't have that information just yet. So everybody just trying to solidify their position in zone, and they're going to try and work into some of these buildings. That's Shogun doing so. Some nice shot coming out here from Scribbles. We'll see. Actually, Shogun being fought here, going down. That is Gnome Darts actually capitalizing on that kill. So Gnome Darts, Gnome and Franklin Phoenix left in this area. We'll see what these teams can do. We'll see if they can solidify some spots. Dario, he's gone down, but they're trying to res him here. I think that's the move. And a lot of these teams caught outside of zone. We'll see. Bearded Dragon's very far out. He's trying to play maybe for placements here, playing that heal off, but it looks like Zero. He's going to have to leave vibes, and he's going to just try and survive a little bit longer. Maybe use that geyser to get into zone, and a very scuffed game for them indeed. Yeah, that geyser going to come in handy, but a lot of damage being taken, and Zero, he's going to opt to take through into zone, still popping those syringes as he works his way in, but left as a solo in this match. And again, a lot of these teams rotating in here. We'll see our winners from last match. See these two players being rebooted, and we'll see if they can find this damage, if they can find these eliminations on this unsuspecting squad. Yeah, that's Jock. He's found one. He's going to look to find some more here. He's pushing in, trying to get aggressive here. Finds a crack on shield and finds that elimination. Now only one player remaining. Again, with this Hemlock finding all that damage. Just a few more shots left, and that is Prince Sloth and the Gnome Mowers. They've had such a difficult game, constantly being down, constantly being eliminated, and constantly having to fight their way back in this match, and they're just not able to do so this time, not able to survive. So Troy Evo Raiden, he's going down, and EJ Yoking left into this. I believe that's Spiff and Dr. K. Yeah, towards this outskirts of zone, and they think they might look to get aggressive here. Might look to push into the squad. Yeah, it looks like to do so. Dr. K, he's kind of a solo up here. Spiff lagging a bit behind, and we'll see what he can do. Franklin Samurai, the team has actually been dominating for what they are, for being a duo, but Zone now going to push both teams in, and Yoki's taking very low. Raven also very low, and Yoki, he goes down. DJ's trying to stay alive, but he's not able to do so. It's all left on Raven, but he's going to rotate out. Just trying to play those placements. He leaves his team behind, and again, Spiff and Dr. K finding so much damage, but not being so lucky, and they go down to zone. You'll see, even though Troy Evo looks to be on the back foot in that fight, they play it strategically well, and Raven, he's able to survive for his team and get them a bit more placement points in this match. They're getting a 5th place out of that. So a solid game for them. More to be found here. Franklin Phoenix just finding some upgrades. We missed a fight maybe down in this bottom right-hand corner. I think maybe that Gnome Dart squad going down. We saw them here earlier, but no longer in this area. Gnome Ants and Franklin Phoenix looking to be the favorites in this match. Some damage being found, but Quad taken down very low. He's going to pop that shield. Again, Raven just working his way in here, finding a little bit of a cubby to sneak under, and I think that's going to be the name of the game for him for the remainder of this match. We'll see if these solos can do much coming into this Zero. He's left on his own, and Raven, both of these players trying to do as much for their squad as they can, maybe clutch up at least a 3rd place. Can do. Using those barriers, trying to play behind them is Quad. Noah also trying to find some gaps, trying to find some info on this door. And Dario looking to do the same. Both teams playing very patiently right now. They're waiting for Zone to pull. They're waiting for Zone to give them a little bit of info to see who's just going to be put at a little bit of an advantage. Zero now going to work his way in as well. Maybe playing for that Kraber on the edge of Zone. We'll see just how greedy he gets here, how much he wants that, how badly he does. But again, just opting to stay in Zone, just opting to stay alive here for a little bit longer. And really the talk of this match is this Franklin Phoenix squad. Again, even after the break, they're being so dominant in these matches. They're top places already. Even if they were to finish at 4th place here, the lowest they could get,
Evo shield here.
they're still
Level
finishing
5.
in that top 5 position, and they've been so consistently doing that. I mean, we've seen all of these players individually pop off from this squad. I mean, Quad, Noah, Dario, all these such dominant players, and we'll really see if this Gnome this Gnome Ant squad is really up to the task here. See just a lot of chip damage coming out here. We'll see who has more shields, who can last it out a bit longer. And from my knowledge, from our knowledge of just being able to spectate here, it seems like that Franklin Phoenix has the better position. I mean, they didn't have to rotate out of their position. They have all of these shields from the teams they've eliminated, and we'll see if that Loba can actually be really useful here. That ultimate, being able to steal some of those shields, being able to steal some of that loot. Again, yeah, just a lot of chip damage being put down. Neither of these teams trying to over-aggress at this point. They want to see where the zone's going to pull them. Yeah, you'll see that ultimate coming out from Loba, just trying to steal maybe away some shields. And actually, some shots going down here. That's Raven with the Kraber. What a nice shot from him. He's actually putting some damage down on these other players and forcing maybe a fight on these teams. And we'll see just what he can do here. Yeah, we'll see. They know his position now, but not before he's able to get one of those shots off and deplete a little bit of those shields. See, actually, I think Quad and Franklin Phoenix figured out that there's a player behind them. They're able to find a lot of damage, and not that. Oh, and the elimination, actually. And I think they recognize there's a second guy closer here. Maybe hearing those footsteps, but just looking around for now, and nothing really to be found. Raven all on his own here. Let's see what Gnome can do here. I mean, setting up shop here in the center of map, that top of the building, just leaving a little bit of area for some shots. Again, it's going to be a game of patience here for these teams. Who can lay off more damage, who can chip off more shield, and who is going to be the aggressor in the end. It's going to be all off of probably a knock. What team can get that early advantage in the fight and lead to that opening? And it could be Raven that actually finds that opening for these teams. If he's able to find a lot of damage with that Kraber, maybe he can entry a fight for these teams and kind of create that chaos. He's got a first place for his team already. Oh, but Franklin Phoenix, they find him. That's Quad. Able to just find the extra player there. Raven going down, but Gnome Darts finding a lot of damage. Dario is not very low here. He's got to be careful. He could get taken out. He needs to pop some shields. He's got the shield battery. And it looks like this Franklin Phoenix is just going to try to set up that barrier in between. And they're going to try to get a little aggressive here. Some nades coming out. Noah laying down all that. Some shots coming out as well. Gaka rotten down. The shields being used. He's brought back up. Arkham dribbles. We'll see what this Gnome Ant squad can do. Noah finding a lot of this damage. Dario now up to those red shields. They will break these shields. They're going to kind of break. Gaka going down. Arkham Scribbles left all in a 2v3 situation. Scribbles brought low. Arkham goes down. Scribbles left in a 1v3. And Franklin Phoenix find the victory. So much patience being used, and they're eventually able to find those eliminations as well. And a huge match for Franklin Phoenix. For Noah, for Dario, for Quad. This team has been so dominant, has been so hungry for these eliminations in this game, and again they'll find it. Again they'll find this victory. And that'll wrap up match 2 of our winner split presented by XPL League. This is week 4 we are in. We are covering the gold matches, and we'll just take a look at this match summary. An interesting game actually here. We have Irvine Dragons with his